I, that doesn't sound like it's working either.
It's not working?
I mean, I just recorded that bit, and it's here. I mean, I don't even know what the heck I'm looking at, but it's like I replayed it, and it's like nothing's coming up. Like there's like very staticky things coming up.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Let's just cook with Google Hang. We do Hangouts on TradeCast every week, and we have minimal sound complaints when I have a mic.
No, it's totally fine, but the only thing is if we have internet issues, then it's super noticeable.
We won't get half of what Matt says.
Is it still not working?
No, it's working now, but eventually it won't. You know that. Nathan, can you said you can do a local without a microphone?
Right.
Just do that.
Okay.
Really? You're all right.
I mean, the other option is to go with a Google Hangout, Matt. And the last time we did that, it was it gets bad. You have to repeat so many things over and over. It takes forever.
All right.
I mean, I just did a perfect one on Tuesday with no issues. So I don't know.
I mean, okay. I'll go fix it.
Sorry, Jordan. We aren't usually this disorganized. We usually don't start 20 minutes late.
Let's blame Nate. We can just blame Nathan.
I mean, it was mostly his fault.
Yeah.
All good.
Well, I assume the Bearcats won. I stopped watching with 15 seconds to go. And my daughter did not scream, so I'm assuming they pulled the victory out. That's good. So what's he doing now?
Well, he's switching to the other computer.
Oh, did he?
Audacity on. Remember, one computer has Audacity, but the Yeti doesn't work.
Yeah, but did he not have it turned on? That's what I'm like.
I don't know.
How many? It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you come and go about 15 times while you guys are trying to figure it out?
Well, so part of it was my fault because when he first joined, he was trying to testing. It works.
Welcome back, Nathan.
John, part of it was my fault at the beginning when I was trying to get his audio to work. Because I usually mute my audio directly from the Yeti, but I actually had the laptop muted, so it probably worked for him the whole time.
Audacity check.
So that was my fault.
All right, sounds good. Let's do this. Let me rattle this entire game. That's when I lose. That's my excuse. Hold on. You know what? I need to for this.
Wait, what? What's happening now?
I don't know. I think he went to go get a third computer. Oh, he's hitting the fridge. He didn't come prepared. Come on, Nathan. You guys managed to get me through a whole glass before we even got started. That's a good thing. I need the local tonight too, Matt, because I'm sick and I'm going to be coughing all the time. So I need to be able to mute my own noise.
That sucks, man. I just got over it.
I've had it all week, but I had to work 3 days, so I wasn't able to just lay around and do nothing.
Yeah.
So I was just fucking dead today now that I was off. It was great to be off, but whew, dead.
All right, are we ready to go?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody ready to record? I'll count down from 3, say record, and if you can all hit record at the same time, that'd be awesome. Make my life a little easier later. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, record.
Everybody ready to roll?
Mm-hmm. Fire away, Matt. Let's roll through this.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Dynasty Game Night. I'm your host this week, Matt Price. With me, as always, John Bosch. My co-host is ready to take on just one new exciting competitor. We do have a returner. We'll start with him first. Nathan Powell was in the Tournament of Champions finals with me and Ryan McDowell last season. He is back for season 2, trying to get a spot in this season's Tournament of Champions. Nathan, how's it going, man? And tell everybody where they can find you and your work.
You can find my podcast, Dynasty Tradecast, on RotoViz Radio, and you can find the Dynasty Double Take on the DLF family of podcasts, also known as the podcast network that hosts this show. And occasionally I'll write a few words on DLF, DynastyLeagueFootball.com.
Yes, sir.
But also, before you continue on, I need to remind everyone I'm the first ever winner of Dynasty Game Night. Me and Dan were on the first episode, and I won, so no big deal.
You
That's
also
true.
created Dynasty Games. Don't forget.
Yes. How could I forget that? Yeah.
That's true. However, I did not play episode 1. I was the host, so that's really the only reason you know that.
That's probably true.
And we also have a guy who you may have heard on several other podcasts over the last couple of weeks. He's been making the rounds. We have Jordan McNamara from UTH, and he's the author of Analytics of Dynasty. Honestly, I think you're probably too smart for this show, Jordan. So I'm not sure why you're slumming it here with us. But I hope you're doing good. I hope you have a good time, and tell everybody about yourself and where they can find you and your work.
Well, geez, that's a lot of pressure to live up to. Now it's all downside. I mean, you gotta go the other way, and that you always got to set the foundation low. Yeah, I have actually I was on with Nathan, the Dynasty Tradecast earlier this week. I have released the Analytics of Dynasty, which is it's an e-strategy book. It comes as a PDF form. It's a research basically of 10 years of dynasty data that I got my hands on. Gives a lot of information and a lot of strategy on team building and player selection, and a lot of things in there that I think are different than some of the stuff that's commonly thought of. So it's just some different strategies and stuff like that. You can get it at analyticsofdynasty.com/shop. You can get the book for $30. It's available for immediate download once you purchase it, and you can get a strategy session with me one-on-one. We get together and talk team building, work on your roster, those sorts of things. And you can get that as well as the book for $50. You can find me on Twitter at McNamara Dynasty if you have any questions. And you can also find me at uthdynasty.com. We're doing player spotlights at this point. So
awesome. Thanks for being on the show, Jordan. And of course, John, how are you doing, buddy?
I am ready to go, Matt. I am fired up. It feels like it's been a while since we've actually played against some competitors and you host. It's been a while since this scenario, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's been a few episodes. I do want to mention, like Nathan said, we are presented by the DLF family of podcasts. Please check out that feed for all of the great podcasts at Dynasty League Football, including Nathan's, including this one, including the Superflex Super Show, which I was on a couple of weeks ago. All kinds of great shows, the Trade Addicts podcast. So you can get that all in one place in the DLF family of podcast feed. Also, we still have a few shirts left, $10, pretty swinging deal for a fantasy football shirt, and they are soft and comfortable as all hell. John, I think, is probably wearing one right now. So anyway, we're going to get to the games. We have 3 games tonight. We're going to play a variation on ADP BS called Points Scored BS, similar game, but using points instead of ADP. We're going to play the name game, of course, and we'll have a round of ADP cliffhanger. John, where do I have to ask where we're starting? Are we starting with the name game?
I was actually going to be polite and let the newcomer choose this time.
Oh, okay. Jordan, you have a preference of where we start here?
I'm interested in Points Scored BS.
Okay, let's do that. Points Scored BS. So for a reminder, or if you're a first-time listener, this is a bidding game. I'm going to give a position, a number of players within that position, and then a points threshold that these players will meet. And then our guests will bid on how many they think they can get correctly. If somebody bids a number and then the next person in the order decides there's no way they can get that, they can call BS and challenge them. The person with the high bid must name all of the names that they bid. So if they bid 5 names, they have to name all 5. If they are able to do that, they score 2 points. If they are unable to do that, then the challenger scores 1 point. So, Jordan, since you picked a game, I'll let you pick the position. You can pick any of the 4 major fantasy positions.
Running back.
Running back. Okay. From weeks 1 to 16 in 2018, 8 running backs scored more than 200 fantasy points. How many of those 8 do you think you can name?
5.
We'll go to Nathan.
BS.
All right, BS, Jordan. Give me 5 running backs that scored more than 200 points from weeks 1 to 16 of 2018.
Christian McCaffrey.
Correct.
Todd Gurley.
Correct.
Alvin Kamara.
That's correct.
Saquon Barkley.
That's 4. One more.
Zeke.
And Zeke, you actually got the top 5 scorers. Nathan, no points for you. Jordan's on the board with 2.
See, my thinking here it was in the BS game, people tend to get a little too excited and think they can do a little bit more than they can. I thought Jordan was like, said 5. I was like, ooh, I don't know if he could do it, but then he did it pretty easily. So definitely not a good strategy by me, but it was worth a shot.
I definitely agree with you, but he just finished writing a book about this stuff, so I'm pretty sure he's got all these names on lock. John, did you have something?
No, I was just gonna say let's see if we can get the rest of them too.
Oh yeah, sure. We have 3 left. Any other guesses?
Me?
Anyone?
Oh, I was gonna let Jordan finish it off.
Oh, sure. If you can run the category, give it a shot.
I'm tapped out at 5.
Okay.
Did James Conner get there?
James Conner did get there in 12 games. He's the 7th with 215.6 fantasy points.
Did Chubb get there?
Chubb did not get there.
Mixon? Oh, sorry.
Mixon's there.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Mixon. 2, I'll give you a hint. Both of these players only played in 11 games, both of them.
Hunt and somebody.
Kareem Hunt, correct, 8 with 204.2 points in 11 games.
Dalvin Cook?
Nope.
Nope.
Everybody hates Melvin Gordon. They're going to give him no credit ever.
Ever.
Number 6, when only 11 games played, 218.9 fantasy points. Okay, Jordan's on the board with 2 points. We will start with him again this time. And usually when you start with a player, they don't end up as the one who takes the bid. So I'm a little bit nervous about letting him start again. But,
hey, if he's aggressive and somebody else is timid, that works out for him.
More power to him. Jordan, what position would you like next?
Receiver.
Wide receiver. Again, from weeks 1 to 16 of 2018. This time there were 10 wide receivers who scored more than 175 fantasy points. How many of those 10 do you think you can name?
3.
Jordan says 3. We'll go to John this time. So
I'll say 4. I'll say 4.
I'll say 5.
Nathan says 5. Back to Jordan. You can.
How many there was 10?
Yeah. So you can bid more than 5 or call BS on Nathan.
6.
You only have to get 1 wrong for it to work out in my favor. Oh man, I think I'm gonna see if you can do 6 because I know if I go 7, Nathan's gonna call BS on me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's 100% coming. So let's hear it, Jordan.
All right, Jordan, do it again, man.
Might have gotten over my skis a little bit. Let's see. Antonio Brown.
That's correct. Number 1 with 219.7.
Devontae Adams.
Correct. Number 2 with 218.6.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones is number 5 with 193.
I said 6, right?
You did 3 more.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's correct. Number 9, 176.2.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is correct. Number 10. Number 10 with 175.8. Just hit it by 0.8. You have 1 more to name.
The best wide receiver in the NFL, DeAndre Hopkins.
That's true. He is. Number 4, 203.8 fantasy points. Does it again. You're going to run the category? You got some more in there?
No, I don't. I think I'm out. I think that was my max.
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas is correct at number 7, 187.6.
Thielen.
Adam Thielen at number 6 with 190.6. Like all of that in the first half of the season.
Yeah, obviously. Did Amari end up getting there based on the end of the season?
There's one really obvious one you guys should have got.
Did OBJ get there?
Nope.
No.
One obvious one and one not so obvious. He played for the best offense in the league.
Tyreek Hill. Jeez,
Oh,
how do we
correct.
always forget about him?
Number 3 at 217.4.
I legit wrote him down and then I forgot to say him.
The last guy played for, I guess, maybe the second or third best offense in the league.
Cooks.
Robert Woods.
Robert Woods, number 8.
Oh, yeah.
8 overall from weeks 1 to 16.
Man,
177.
he is always unknown and undervalued. Good Lord.
It is true. All right, Jordan's got 4 points. Somebody's gotta get 2 points in the next game, or this is already over. Jordan, pick the next position. Tight end. Tight end. We're avoiding John's favorite position. I love it. From weeks 1 to 16 of 2018, 11 tight ends scored at least 80 fantasy points. So that bar is getting lower and lower. I don't know if you noticed that.
Well, when
bar
you-
for tight end is only 80.
Yeah, when
get
you
to
go to
11.
tight end, the bar like barely gets off the ground at that point. So
Yeah. So how many out of 11 that scored at least 80 fantasy points in 2018 do you think you can get, Jordan?
3.
3.
5.
Nathan says 5. John.
I'll go 6.
6.
I'll go 7.
Oh man, it's not going to get back to
Are
me
you-
at all now.
Jordan. If you sweep this is ridiculous. Go
Just
ahead.
say 8, Nathan. You're the
I'm
game.
not gonna get 8.
Come on.
Nathan,
I'm not gonna get 8.
Game. Nathan, game. It's 11. You can miss 3 of them.
Wait, I can miss 3 of them?
No.
No, you can. There's 3. You don't have to name 3 out of the 11. You can pull
No, I'm not gonna get 8 of the 11.
All right,
Oh.
Jordan's on the spotlight again. 11 tight ends with at least 80 fantasy points. Jordan, lead us off.
And I need 8, right?
You need 8.
All right. Well, it's Kelsey.
No, he only needs 7, not 8.
Oh, I'm sorry, 7.
need
Thanks
7.
for being nice, Nathan. Travis Kelce, number 1 with 185.4 fantasy points.
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz, number 2, 162.8.
George Kittle.
George Kittle, number 3, 149.8.
By the way, the highest tight end 3 in the last 11 years.
Like
Eric-
the most points scored by the tight end 3.
Yeah, it's great. It was a crazy year for the way the top 3 fell. Eric Ebron.
Number 4, 144.
Do you just have the list of top tight end scorers written down?
No, I
Where's
just
the
did a lot
book,
of tight end
Nathan?
research for the book. Jared Cook.
Number 5,
Oh, Cook.
122.8.
All right.
Now it gets tough.
It pays to study, folks.
The top 4 are all above 144.2. The 5th one at Cook is at 122.8, and then it falls off of a cliff. The
Yep.
scoring, it's kind of crazy.
All right. I'm gonna go with Austin Hooper.
Number 9, 85.3 points.
Can you say again the number of points that it needed to be over 80?
80. Mm-hmm.
David Njoku.
David Njoku, number 11, last on the list with 81.7.
Did I get 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Yep, you did it. Nice work.
OJ Howard.
OJ Howard, correct. Number 7, 86.5.
Ingram and Burton.
Ingram is incorrect. Burton is number 6, 89.8.
Burton was the tight end 6 this year. Jesus, that's
From 1 to 16. From 1 to 16. And this is according to Fantasy Pros.
That's so bad.
Right? Yeah. So like that's the cliff at 5, 122 point, and then it falls to 89.8. And then the difference between 1 and 11 is 104 points, which is nonsense.
And there was a top 8 tight end who didn't play like the last quarter of the season with OJ Howard.
Yeah. He played 10 games. Everybody else on the list played 15, except for Gronk is the one you got. Another one you have missed. He played 12. There's one more that nobody likes and everybody hates, and because he's boring.
Vance McDonald?
No. Kyle Rudolph, number 8.
Oh, yeah, it's Kyle.
Oh, that's right.
85.5 points. Wah, wah. That's 6 points for Jordan, you guys. We can play quarterback just for fun, but Jordan has won this game. Hands down.
Let's play it for fast fun.
All right. We'll start with John this time, and then we'll go to
geez.
Nathan and then Jordan last just for fun on this
So
one.
whatever number I say, I have to be very confident in it.
Well, do you want to pick who starts? Would you
No,
rather not
go
start?
with me. That's
All
fine.
right.
I don't care.
7 quarterbacks scored more than 300 fantasy points from weeks 1 to 16. How many can you name?
All right, give me a second here.
Is this 4-point passing touchdown?
Yes. Question mark. Whatever the standard Fantasy Pro scoring is.
I think it is 4.
John, you can
What
get
was-
all 7.
what was
Just
the-
bust
what
it
was-
out. 7 right
What
now.
was the threshold?
300. This is probably the easiest one, to be honest.
I'll say 5.
I'll say 6.
Ah,
Jordan, you're going to name all 7?
No.
Might as well go for it, Jordan. Oh,
Yes.
wait. We get to hear Nathan.
Yes.
go
All
for it.
right, Nathan.
All right, let's cook. Patty Mahomes,
Yep.
Drew Brees.
399.7. Drew Brees, number 7, 303.8.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is incorrect. You lose,
Oh, come
Nathan.
on.
You don't even get an imaginary point.
Jordan even takes the imaginary one. Man,
Brady, get out of here. He was like 13. He wasn't even a QB1, I don't think, if I remember right. I don't have it right in front of me.
Timmy. The fact that he was so good in the playoffs just made me forget that he was incompetent in the regular season.
Was he though? I mean, he was the first 2 games, but the Super Bowl didn't even throw a touchdown. Do you want to keep going, Nathan?
Going with what?
More names.
Oh,
Pretend you didn't say Tom Brady.
I'll go. Oh, I'm done. Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, number 5, 309.9.
Okay. And then Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, number 6. You're missing 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, and 4. Jared Goff.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm out. Go ahead.
Matt Ryan is always forgotten.
Matt Ryan is correct.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
3, 325.7.
Russell Wilson.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Nope.
Rodgers?
Did they say Ben Roethlisberger?
I did not say that.
No,
Number
nobody
2.
there.
And then somebody just said Rodgers, number 4.
Who's that? I never heard of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, for all of the Rodgers in such a down year, blah blah blah, only quarterback 4. So
Right.
sorry for only being quarterback 4, you guys.
Poor pitiful Packers fan.
Yeah, poor pitiful Packer fans. All right, well, Jordan takes game 1. Jordan, you get to pick the next game, cliffhanger or the name game.
I'll do name game.
All right. So again, for new listeners, the way the name game works, this is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune category, before and after, where you'll get a set of clues. Both parts of the answer have to fit those clues, and it's kind of like the end of one name blends into the first name of the second part of the answer. So the theme this week are animals.
Oh boy.
So we'll see how this goes. The way the way this game works, if you guys get it on the first set of clues, it's worth 3 points. If I have to give you one hint, it's worth 2 points. And I have to give you another hint, then it's worth 1 point. Your name is your buzzer. So when you think you know it, buzz in. If you buzz in and you get it wrong, then you are out until everybody else has had a chance to guess.
What do you mean your name's your buzzer? You type it in the chat.
So just say Jordan.
No, you say.
Just say Jordan.
Okay, got it.
Or whatever you want your name to be. You can be anyone you want, Jordan.
My name is actually Jordan Nathan John, just to let you know, Matt. So
I was gonna say Jordan probably wants to stay with Jordan since to stay on brand and all that.
I mean, I was gonna say can my name just be A, and I'll say A, but no, I'll stick with
sure,
Nathan.
you could do that. I don't care. I'm easy. Okay, animal themed name game. Here we go. First clue: AFC East running back and the largest living land animal.
Sony Michelle Lyon. Oh, Nathan. Sorry.
Say that again.
John. Nathan, say your name. Say what you said because it's wrong.
Because it was wrong. I want you to say
say
it.
that,
Okay.
and then I'll
Sony
buzz in.
Michelle Lyon.
All right,
That
now John.
lion is the largest animal in the world. The largest
I don't
land animal
know.
in the world.
I wasn't thinking. It's not my night.
Oh
try again.
man, John. Sony
Yeah.
Michelle offense.
Sony Michellephant. That's
Oh.
right. Sony Michellephant.
Michelle Lyon. Wow.
Michelle Lyon. Oh, that's a good one. All right. Next, John gets 3 points. Next one. This one I might have to give you an extra clue on. I guess a free one. A large bovid. Do you guys know what a bovid is?
No.
All right. It's kind of a bovid is like the same kind of family or class of animal as cows.
Oh, see, I knew bovine was cow, but
So large bovid synonymous with Yellowstone National Park and NFC East wide receiver.
John. Buffalo Del Beckham Jr.
That's correct. Buffalo Del Beckham Jr. 3 more points. 6. Next clue. AFC East wide receiver and large marine mammal.
John. This one's going to make me real mad if I get it wrong, isn't it?
I don't know. This is probably the hardest clue.
Julian Edel Manatee.
That is incorrect. Not a mammal. Not a mammal. They're fish.
Oh.
I
thought you were putting that in there just for my red list name.
Would you guys like a second clue, or do you want to try guessing?
Can you say the first clue again?
Yes. AFC East wide receiver and large marine mammal. I can give you a clue whenever you guys want one.
All right. I'm ready for you, Jordan.
Would you like a clue about the team of the wide receiver or about the animal?
The animal.
The animal also has tusks. So it's a large tusked marine mammal.
AFC East wide receiver, large tusked animal.
Mammal.
Oh, mammal. I got it. I mean, I know the animal.
If I'm allowed to buzz in again, I know when the buzz.
I know the animal. I just don't know the wide receiver.
Well, you gotta let these guys both get it wrong first. Jordan.
Kenny Stillline?
No.
Nope. Do you want the final clue, Nathan?
Yes.
The team is the New York Jets.
Yes, it is.
John's dying.
Oh, Quincy New Walrus.
Yes,
that's correct. Quincy New Walrus for 1 point.
It's killing me. And I even thought, like, wait a second, I don't think a manatee is a mammal, but my brain went right there when you went there, Matt. Now I hope I ruined a future clue because Julian Edel Manatee would have been awesome.
You did not. Next one. Highly social black and white cetacean. You guys know what a cetacean is?
Nope. Funkin' Wangles.
Is it a horse?
I guess I'll just tell you, but it's going to probably give away the animal right away. It's a whale, like a whale. So highly social black and white cetacean and NFC East wide receiver.
I've got the animal, but
do you have the right name of the animal?
Yes.
Okay.
NFC East wide receiver. Oh, I got it. Nathan.
Yep.
Orca Mari Cooper.
That's correct. Orca Mari Cooper for 3 points. 4 points. John leading 6-4. Jordan, get on the board, buddy.
How many do we have, Matt?
You have 3 left.
This is the hardest game for newcomers, left. Jordan. Don't feel bad.
Yeah,
this one's
not
brutal.
An easy game.
I suck at this category every time I ever hear it. So,
okay. Intelligent relative of Baltimore's mascot and NFC South tight end.
NFC South?
NFC South.
John? Oh, I hope a crow is a relative because I'm going to go Crow J. Howard.
That's correct. Crow J. Howard.
Oh, come on. Damn it.
Oh, thank you, Always Sunny, for always making me think about crows.
Crow milk. Fight milk. 3 more points for John.
Get your protein. Made with real crows.
2 clues left. NFC South wide receiver and arboreal. Do you know what arboreal means?
Yes.
Okay. Arboreal primate endemic to Madagascar. Endemic means that's the only place they live.
NFC South wide receiver.
NFC South wide receiver.
John.
Calvin
Rid Lemur.
That's correct, Calvin Ridley.
Oh yeah.
All right,
This
John
game's
won, we get
over.
it.
This
I
game's
love name-
over.
I love name
But
game.
we got one more. 12. It's 12-4-0. I gotta stop. We gotta stop playing name game. I think, John, because I really think that we have a serious advantage at it. Because if we play it all the time, and these guys probably don't.
You do realize it's like the favorite game. It's the
I know it's
there's
really fun.
literally zero information given in it, but it's the game that people like and respond to more than any other game we play.
It's true. It's true. Okay, last clue, just for funsies. John has taken this game 12-4-0 so far. Slow and peaceful plant-eating aquatic mammal and AFC South running back.
NFC South.
Yes.
NFC South. Okay.
No, sorry. AFC South.
AFC South. Okay.
I'm going to give a free clue here since this is
No,
don't
give the clue.
No free clues.
Because I already know what the clue is going to be. So.
Oh, okay. No, you don't. I don't think you do.
Yes, I promise you I do.
Okay.
AFC South wide receiver. I mean,
No,
running back.
AFC South.
AFC South. John.
Mana TJ Yeldon.
That's
Damn
correct.
it.
Anna
Yes.
TJ Yeldon.
I was trying to think of players' names that started with E, and I couldn't think of any because I knew it was Manatee because that was the clue that Matt was about to give. I was like, shut up.
Well, I was gonna say this animal lives near you, Nathan, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that we've already talked about this animal. That's what I thought.
No.
Yeah, you are close to Manatee County,
Yeah,
actually, aren't you, Nathan?
yeah. I've gone.
I also
I've gone
live next
up
to Gibsonton, which has the power plants with the manatees.
Yeah, and I've gone boating up in Crystal River over there. You see them all the time up there. Those and big old tarpons. Well, that's the name game, everybody. John wins 12 to. Oh no, he got 3 on that one, didn't he? 15-4-0.
Name game back on track. Suck it, Ruff.
I would just like to point out though, that the first Dynasty game night that I won, I had lost the first 2 games, and it was 1-1-0. I had tied. I mean, I had won the 3rd game and then won the tiebreaker. So it's coming version 2 right now.
It's true. However, the 3rd game is not the trade game this time. So
Damn it!
I cannot believe you remember that, Nathan. Good lord.
I can't either. I don't remember that. Actually, I think I do because Dan yells about it all the time. I think it's an asterisk or something. All right. Last game is ADP Cliffhanger. We are playing with actual January ADP, not positional. So overall ADP, this is all the positions grouped together. Since this is going to be a harder game, we're going to do 21 points before you go over the cliff. And for new listeners, basically your goal is to not score points in this game. So I will give a player. Our guests will give the exact ADP number that they think that player falls at. And the number away from the actual answer, it will be added to their score. Once they get 21 points, or I guess 22 points, once they go over 21, they are out of the game. So it's an elimination game.
And it's January ADP?
And it's January. Unfortunately, we do not have February just yet.
This feels like a game that could end in 1 round.
It's maybe possible. I don't think I made any that are hard, though. So
okay.
I didn't go like to number 240 or anything. All right, so we'll just we'll start with, and you don't need to do any buzzing in this one. We'll go in order. John won the last game, so we'll start with him. First player is Patrick Mahomes.
$37.
John says 37. Nathan, we'll go to you.
Oh, I'm supposed to guess what I think the number is?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can guess the same
41.
number as John, too, if you really want to.
41.
41. Jordan?
31.
Says 31. The actual answer is 28.
Oh, my heavens.
Jordan has 3 points. Nathan has
13.
13 points, and John has 9 points.
Man, so he wasn't even far out of, like, it was a big deal that he got in round 2. Ryan just posted that today, tweeted that, I think.
He got into round 2 in January's?
February.
In February's, yeah.
Sorry,
So
February's? Oh, wow.
I figured he couldn't have been that close. That's why I went like back end. Oh, dang.
I'm still not taking him in the second round of a 1 quarterback league.
I don't
Or
think
third round.
I don't think I could either, but Ryan made a good point. He listed a whole bunch of players. Like, would you trade this player for Patrick Mahomes right now? I probably wouldn't have to any of them, but Brandon Cooks, I think,
but
was
it
on the
isn't.
list,
It isn't really. I mean, I understand the exercise, but I don't really think that's the point. It's a opportunity cost kind of thing.
Agreed.
Anyway, in an auction, I might pay up for him, but all right, next player, Cooper Kupp.
Who are we starting with?
We'll start with Jordan since he has the lowest score.
I'll go Jordan, me, you this time, Nathan.
Okay.
This is January. Okay.
40.
Jordan says 40. Nathan?
No, I go next.
Okay. Or John?
I'm gonna go. God, I want to go 5 away from Jordan, but I don't really want to go all the way to 45. I don't really want to go to 35. I think 40. I'll go 45 and see what happens.
Okay.
I think people don't like him as much as me and you, Matt.
It's probably true.
I'll go 46.
46.
It's good strategy, Nathan.
I mean, I'm going to lose anyways because I have her at 13 freaking points.
I think I'm over.
If we're all over, we're screwed.
6. All right. The actual answer is 40.
Oh, come on.
On the dot. 40.
Wowza.
Jordan stays at 3. Nathan jumps up to 19. John jumps up to 40 or 14, not 40, 14. So Nathan is
over that cliff, Nathan.
Nathan is staring over that cliff for sure. Next player, his teammate Robert Woods. Jordan, we'll start with you.
40.
That's a good strategy. I like that.
Wait, did you just bid the same number?
But yeah, he can't be right. You can't be right now because you were right the first time.
Can't be right, but you know that they're close. You know it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm down by 11 points. How many? I can get 7 without going over the cliff. So I'm gonna say 47.
47.
I think people like Kupp more than Woods. I think.
Nathan, you can go over. You need to get less than 3 away.
43.
Well played, Nathan.
The correct answer is 32.
Oh, we're all done. Good job, Jordan.
Jordan goes up to 11. Nathan goes over at 30, and John goes over with 29.
Wow, so I'm actually really surprised Woods is getting drafted that high. Good for him. People are starting to realize, I guess. But.
Okay, but listen, folks, that's going to change literally in a week because Robert Woods is the prototypical type of player that once the rookies get in the system, he's going to fall behind like 4 of the wide receivers, 3 of the running backs, and he's going to go from a 3rd round ADP to like an early 5th at best.
Yeah, so will Kupp.
I don't disagree, but I do, and even right now, I don't think his trade value is that high. We just saw him go for what was it? The late 1st and a late 3rd today, and I think one of the Red List leagues, Jake traded for him.
No, I think Jake got a deal. I think Jake stole him.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. But he didn't get as much of a deal as I did in Red List 2 when I got at the end of the season when I got to move Spencer Ware for him straight up. That was pretty awesome.
All right, so the Bragging Matt podcast has begun. Let's congratulate.
This isn't the Bragging Matt podcast. This is the Bragging Jordan podcast. You crushed the first game and the 3rd game. Jordan is the Dynasty champion of the world for this week. Jordan, are you going to be able to come back and play in the Tournament of Champions once we get that set up?
Yeah, I'm in. That'll be
awesome.
Fun.
Awesome.
You have to let us know how some of the one-on-one sessions are going.
They're fun, man. I'll tell you what, the one-on-one sessions are I mean, amongst the most fun things of this book process, I've met a ton of cool people. And you know what? Like, we talk about team building, but for me, it's not just like me talking. It's a lot about a conversation. I take a lot from them too. Like, and there was a lot of ideas that sort of came from that ended up being researched and put in the book. I mean, I have a lot of fun doing those. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's an awesome addition. I mean, I know, and Nathan does that too for his DDC job, right, Nathan?
Yeah, no, I mentioned it on the Dice Tradecast that with DDC we charge much more than $20 for a strategy session.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot.
So if you're buying the book, get the strategy session on top and get to talk to Jordan. But also we talked about on Tradecast. Both on. It was more so on Tradecast because it's a little bit more of a silly podcast. But we got like a free.
Hey now.
We got a free strategy session when we had Jordan on our podcast. So if you want a free Jordan strategy session, listen to the Dynasty Tradecast this week.
Did he go through your Pigs 1 team?
No, he doesn't want to see it. Oh.
Not even analytics can save that team.
Hey, listen, it's getting better. It's getting better.
You got a raw deal on that for sure. I when you were pulling off that story, I was like, this is kind of brilliant, and then it just didn't work, just unfortunately. But that's it. Jordan, one more time, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can get your book, and if you have anything else you want to plug, feel free, man.
Yeah, you can get the book analyticsofdynasty.com/shop. You know, like we talked about, there's a strategy session in the book there for $50. You can get the book itself for $30, and it's immediately downloaded. So it's immediately able to download. So I sold all these pre-orders for months and months and months, and people ordered and waited. You can get it now. So go ahead and order it, and it's right in your desktop. You can start making trades off it immediately.
That's awesome. Someday I would like to write a book, but I don't think I have the patience for that. I can barely get through like 2,000 words, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Nathan, once again, man, glad you could come on and play some games with us. The OG Dynasty Games creator. Tell everybody where they can find you one more time.
Find me at NPALFF, Dynasty Tradecast on RotoViz Radio, Dynasty Double Take on the DLF Family Podcast. And yeah, just check out my tweets on the Twitter at NPALFF.
Aren't you guys due for a new episode soon?
Okay, well,
it's been like a month and a half.
Yeah, what the heck, man? It's like a 15-minute podcast. How come you can't do one of those a week?
Okay, Matt, do you have 3 kids?
Hey, Dan,
I have 0 kids because I am a smart man.
Hey, Dan, instead of BSing after the Tradecast podcast, let's go ahead and record it.
We barely even. When was the last time Dan was on Tradecast? We
Nathan,
barely got that going.
Nathan, if you need a new co-host, I'm just saying I'm available.
There we go. Well, hey, you can cuck Dan.
Orphan podcast takeover. Topic number 1.
Yeah, John and I are just going to take it over. John, you lost this time, man. That's a weird feeling for you this season.
I don't care. I won name game. That was the most fun. You know I'm never going to get an ADP game in my entire life. I'll never get that. One of these times when it's released, I'll actually look at it more than just the initial look to see like, oh, okay, that's interesting. One of these days I'll do it.
For somebody, it's just weird to me that you're so bad at it when like someone who bases their entire dynasty strategy around player values, you know, like that's, I play in one draft pick league now. That's true. They're all weird rules. So ADP doesn't really affect you. Yeah. That's fair.
I have one league that would be like the ADP based type league. Like that's it. I'm down to 1.
I only have one. I actually only have one quarterback league left, and I can't get rid of it unfortunately because I'm commissioner of it, and it's kind of like a home league, and I would feel bad blowing up an 8-year league, you know. But otherwise, I will never join another 1 quarterback league.
Mine is Sanyo's Always Sunny league. I don't think I'll ever leave it. One, because I love Always Sunny so much, and
I would probably join that league. I lied. Yeah. I would probably join that league.
Like it's worth it just because every once in a while there's an Always Sunny reference in the chat.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the DLF Dynasty podcast. That's not what we're doing right now. We are doing the Dynasty Game Night podcast presented by the DLF family of podcasts. Feed on iTunes. Check all of our podcasts out there. Buy some shirts. Contact John at JohnBoschFF or me, Matt Price FF, and we'll get you a $10 shirt. Otherwise, we'll be back next time, some in the future. We might have 1 or 2 more episodes before we have the Tournament of Champions put together. So a couple more opportunities for people to get into that. But we'll chat with you next time. Have a great, however long it is. Bye.
What a great end. What a great end. Matt,